Good Thursday evening, May 30th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. An East Wenatchee motorcyclist was hospitalized Wednesday after T-boning an SUV at a highway intersection. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife is once again reviewing the endangered species status of the pygmy rabbit, native only to the Columbia Basin. Beautiful weather on tap for the next couple of days, with rain headed our way by Sunday and Monday. All the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. A traffic mishap on Highway 243 near the town of Beverly and Schwana led to a 30-acre wildfire and evacuation notices yesterday afternoon. The SR 243 fire broke out shortly before 1 p.m. when a tractor trailer crashed along the highway. The driver was unhurt, but the wreck sparked a blaze in the roadside brush between the road and the Columbia River. Within 2 hours, the fire had closed the highway and forced Level 3 evacuation notices for much of Beverly. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says 8 agencies partnered on the fire effort, including 3 fire districts and the U.S. Bureau of Land Management. Evacuation levels were lowered by evening as crews got a handle on the fire, and the highway was reopened about 9 p.m. This weekend marks the start of outdoor burning restrictions in most counties around north central Washington. Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties have annual burn bans going into effect Saturday that prohibit burning yard waste and debris outdoors between June 1st and October 1st. The restrictions are put in place to keep air pollution to a minimum and to reduce the risk of attended fires going out of control in the summer's hot, dry conditions. The county ordinances do allow for small campfires in designated areas. Okanogan County's own outdoor burning ban goes into effect June 15th. An East Wenatchee motorcyclist was hospitalized Wednesday after T-boning an SUV at a highway intersection. The Washington State Patrol says 33-year-old Caleb J. Jones was heading west on Northeast Cascade Avenue when he failed to stop for oncoming traffic at the entrance to Highway 2. Jones's motorcycle struck the passenger side of a 2022 Genesis GV80 that was northbound on the highway. The SUV driver was not injured. Troopers say Jones was treated at Confluence Health and faces a citation for failure to yield. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center hopes a major renovation may address their space constraints. In 2019, the Museum Board of Directors began the strategic planning process, which involves 600 various stakeholders to develop a 5-year plan with a focus on expanding its impact. Since the last capital campaign in 1990, the museum says their use of gathering spaces and programming have all increased, including a 34% growth in summer camps, programs, and daily visitors over the last year. The museum's plans to expand and renovate its buildings aims to create an interactive space that can better showcase their exhibits. Additionally, the renovated entrances would also help the visitor flow and offer better signage for navigation throughout the buildings. When we come back, Wenatchee Valley College wants to hear your feedback and will hold 2 listening sessions next month. Violent death has been rare in Okanogan County until this year. We'll tell you more. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents The Magic of Manson.
Welcome to Navarre Coulee Tasting Room in downtown Manson. You're invited to stop by, relax, and enjoy a sample of our longer-aged wines. You will taste the difference from the very first sip.
Tipsy Canyon is proud to introduce their latest lineup of new wines. The Garvins will make you feel right at home as spring unfolds across the Chelan Valley. Come up to the Manson Hills and experience the magic for yourself.
Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Mary Maids, let us help.
Welcome to the Columbia Basin Dispute Resolution Center. We are a local nonprofit serving Grant and Adams counties, helping businesses and people resolve difficult issues so they can move toward a better future. We offer help with workplace disputes, residential issues, family matters, and can train your staff in conflict prevention and resolution skills. Call us at 509-237-8401 to learn more.
Wenatchee Valley College wants to hear your feedback. The college will hold 2 listening sessions next month for residents to offer thoughts on how the college can better connect with and serve communities, organizations, and individuals in the region. There will be listening sessions at both WVC campuses, the first on June 10th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the McGuire Event Center on the Wenatchee campus. The OMAC session will be held from noon to 1:30 on June 27th at the Community Foundation of North Central Washington office, and that's 715 Acoma Drive. Refreshments and interpreters will be available at both events, which you can register for on the WVC website. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife is reviewing the endangered species status of the pygmy rabbit, native only to the Columbia Basin. There are only 2 known wild populations of this shrub steppe critter in Beasley Hills and Sagebrush Flats, and wildlife managers have taken steps to protect those colonies. The periodic status review for the pygmy rabbit is available to read and make comments on the Fish and Wildlife website. The public has until August 27th to give written input. Violent death has been rare in Okanogan County until this year. The Okanogan County Sheriff's Office is now dealing with 6 major incidents since mid-April, 3 of which are homicides. The latest killing involves an OMAC man shot in the back Monday afternoon, allegedly by a juvenile suspect. Other cases are a deceased woman found wrapped in a tarp on Highway 20 near Twisp on May 18th, and another woman fatally shot in her Brewster home April 30th, allegedly by her husband. 2 other cases involved non-fatal shootings, and each incident has resulted in an arrest. Sheriff Paul Boudreau says the workload has placed a strain on his department, but 3 new deputies are scheduled to join the agency soon, and morale remains high. Out NCW, a new local nonprofit established in November, will host its first Leadership and Equity Summit tomorrow. Out NCW has a goal of making North Central Washington more equitable and aims to inspire local Latino, BIPOC, disabled, and LGBTQ+ communities by providing educational conferences and leadership and volunteer opportunities. Summit attendees can enjoy hearing from a wide array of community leaders and advocates, a, quote, queer garden for ages 21 and up, and performances by local artists. There will be Spanish-only sessions where English speakers will need to wear headsets to experience translation services. The Leadership and Equity Summit will be held on the Wenatchee Valley campus from 2 to 10 p.m., and tickets can be found on the Out NCW website. Coming up next, we will introduce you to Ollie the dog in tonight's feature story from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Nice late spring weather is expected through Saturday, with stormy weather arriving on Sunday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Check out ClubCrowCashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's featured pet is Ollie, a 1-year-old husky cattle dog mix who loves long walks and an active household.
Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Merry Maids, Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Hi, I am Barb with Wenatchee Valley Animal Care and Control. I am their dispatcher, and I am here with Ollie, our 1-year-old husky cattle dog mix that is up for adoption. Mr. Ollie is very attentive when he has some treats. Can you sit? Sit, bud. Sit. Sit. Nope, sit. Very treat motivated. He is very affectionate, loves his cuddles. We just got done having some play group time, so he is a little bit muddy. Sorry about that. You can tell because he is very white, usually. He is, he would probably benefit for a fenced-in yard because he is very hyperactive, but he does love other dogs. And hi, bud. He loves belly rubs, long walks, definitely long walks because of his breed. He's super active. So yeah, Mr. Ollie, he does he does well with a lot of different dogs. So if you have a dog at home, I think he would definitely benefit from that. Given that it would probably help keep him very active, having a play friend. Come here, Ollie. Don't know how he does with cats, unfortunately. So that is something that would definitely, it would need to be a slow introduction if anything. But yeah, he does love he also loves long walks. We have some volunteers here that like to take him out and take him on some jogs, which he's enjoyed. As I said, he is very treat motivated. So he knows sit as of right now. We have definitely gotten that down, and he knows lay down as long as he has treats. So we're working on it without the treats, but as long as you got treats, he is highly motivated. He's when you walk him, he is strong, but as long as you have treats and he knows that you are one with him, he's definitely great on a leash. Ollie's been with us for a little while. He did come into us when he was a little bit smaller of a pup. Came in with his brother, who is a boxer mix, and lived with him well. Absolutely adored having a doggy sibling in the household. Unfortunately, when he was here, the owner did not come to claim him, so he's been with us, and we're just hoping to get him the perfect home and get him someone that's going to love him as much as we do and spoil him and understand his need for constant activity with his breed and knowing that he will need some activity in the household as well, whether it be some enrichment tools or puzzle games, anything like that to keep his mind consistently stimulated. Ollie seems like a good fit for you and your family. Hi, buddy. Then he is available for adoption at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. They are open every day except for Wednesdays from 12:30 to 6:30 p.m. So definitely give them a call because this guy's waiting.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Mary Maid's Doghouse Brewery Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Time for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday. Boy, it was a nice day out there. We talked about it yesterday. A lot less wind, more sun, and a little warmer temperatures. And what a beautiful shot outside our weather window from this afternoon up at beautiful Lake Wenatchee. And you can just see parts of Kaler Glen Golf Course. Still a little bit of snow on top of the Cascades. And we did see that mix of clouds and sun out there today. But that sun sure felt nice, and it's going to warm up even more as we get you into Friday. We'll talk about that in a second. We do have a decent weekend ahead, at least on Saturday, and then our Sunday is going to look a lot like that. At least a 70 to 80% chance that we'll see showers, maybe even a thunderstorm late Sunday afternoon. That will also go into our Monday morning. We could see some heavy downpours, maybe even some lightning strikes. I think most of the thunderstorm activity will be over towards Moses Lake and then east. But I think pretty widespread showers expected late Sunday and then again on Monday morning. Today's high temperatures, 68 degrees, still below where we should be at 75. Our record high, a hot one. Boy, very hot for May, 103 degrees, and that was set in 1986. 45 this morning, 52 is our normal low, and our record low, 42 degrees, set back in 1984. 3 inches of precipitation. That's all we've had since January 1st, and that's now almost 3/4 of an inch below where we should be for this time of year. But it looks like Sunday and Monday we're going to make up some of that. 5:09, our sun came up this morning, and we'll set tonight at 8:48. All right, getting you into temperatures as we get into Friday. It is going to be a beautiful way to end our week. 77s for Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. Just a little bit cooler in Wenatchee at 76. Beautiful in Eniat and Chelan, also at 76. And then basically mid-70s for both Leavenworth and for Cashmere. Just a nice Friday on tap. All right, tonight mostly clear skies. Here's our ridge of high pressure over the Pacific Northwest. Could see just some breezy conditions. Seems like the wind always comes up at night, doesn't it? And cool temperatures overnight. Temperatures again down into those lower 40s. For Friday, look at the clear skies up and down the west coast. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow with high temperatures where they should be into the mid-70s. For our weekend, Saturday and hello June. June 1st on Saturday. Maybe some breezes in the afternoon, partly cloudy, but not a bad start to our weekend with high temperatures in those mid-70s. But boy, as we get into Sunday, things are going to change. We will see cloudy skies. You can see just the edge of this trough. It's beginning to drop into Washington State. Lots of clouds and a 70% chance of rain showers. I think it's going to be a wet one Sunday, but temperatures not bad with highs near 70. For your Monday, morning showers a definite possibility. Keep that in mind for your morning commute. And I'll tell you what, folks, we are going to see some wind. Not so much afternoon showers, but here we go with the wind on Monday afternoon. High temperatures will drop down into the upper 60s for highs, and then things will level out a little bit on Tuesday. We're still going to see plenty of clouds as low pressure drags those clouds across southern Canada. The good news will be dry on Tuesday with high temperatures near 70, and then by Wednesday, a heat wave begins. That's right. We're going to see sunny skies Wednesday and warmer temperatures, highs near 80, high pressure not going anywhere. By next weekend, we're talking temperatures, I think, between 90 and 95 degrees. So by all means, enjoy these cooler temperatures. 43 overnight tonight, 76 tomorrow. Nice end to our week and a nice start to our weekend too. Just a few more clouds for Saturday and 75, and then we get into that rainy period. Sunday afternoon into Monday morning, a 70% chance of the wet stuff. That goes for Monday as well. But the big news Monday will be all of that wind, and we're going to see a lot of that. 68 the high temperature, mostly cloudy, and 69 on Tuesday. And then things are going to warm up beginning on Wednesday. Sunny skies with a high temperature of 78. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more.
Happy Thursday. Seattle walked off against Houston with a 10-inning, 2-1 victory last night. It was a fit ending to a game that couldn't be decided in regulation after Justin Verlander and George Kirby locked horns in a pitcher's duel. Kirby allowed 1 run on 6 hits over 6 innings with 8 strikeouts, while Verlander struck out 9 over 7 innings of 3-hit ball. Houston struck first in the 4th with Dom Canzone tying it up in the 5th, and that set the stage for J.P. Crawford to come through with the walk-off win in the 10th.
Bust him in, but it looks like he's going back out there again. It's got to be spin.
Little looper into center, coming on Rodriguez. He won't have a play. Astros on the board, 1-0. Jake Myers with an RBI single as Alvarez scores and Bregman moves to third.
It's a high drive. Deep right center field. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a tie ball game. Dominic Canzone with the chef's kiss. 1-1 tilt here in Seattle. Boy, did he lean on that one. His 5th home run. RBI number 9. 411 feet. Back to even here. Pitch. There it is right there. Tucker's going to make the catch. Clase can just walk on home. Mariners win it. 2-1 in 10. J.P. with his 5th career walk-off, and the Mariners have won this series against the Houston Astros.
No, I don't believe a word that you are saying right now. You love everything about this moment. JP, you know you only needed a hit. You were thinking home run on that one, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just trying to get something in the air, get a sac fly, just get anything to get the runner in.
You had seen so many pitches as your teammates are walking. First of all, how did that benefit you?
It all started with Dom, getting a runner over. That's what winning clubs do. They play the small ball, they play the team ball, and, we're selfless over here, and that's a great AB. That changed the whole game.
You have been in this situation before. I believe it's the 5th time you've had a game winner. Do you tell yourself anything different going up to the plate?
Yeah, I'm telling you, let's get this game over with. Let's get the job done.
It seems simple enough. With the way that Justin Verlander was pitching early in this one, how much did it feel like you're just trying to outlast him?
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. There's no doubt about that. And, we just had to be aggressive against him, but he had his stuff going tonight.
For George Kirby, 50 pitches out of the zone. How was he keeping guys off balance?
George is being George. I mean, he goes out there every time, and you know what you're going to get out of him. He's a dog.
Lastly, how much pride does this club take in the tenacity to stick with it and win games like this?
We're hungry. That's all I can say. I mean, we want to win every game, and that's what we come to do every night.
Scott Service is a former catcher and said he could certainly appreciate 2 pitchers battling like Kirby and Verlander did last night.
Verlander and George going back and forth. It was fun to watch. When George was out there, it wasn't so fun to watch when Verlander was out there. But really, it was one of those games going into it. You have to figure out a way, grind through it. But George was fantastic. Can't say enough. I thought tonight, the way he mixed his pitches early in the game, got right into the off-speed pitches, which you need to do against a really good team, good fastball hitting team like the Astros have, and just executed great. For Mitch Garver, having caught a game all year, you can't say enough. I tip my hat. The feel, working all of George's pitches, really did a nice job, going there. Obviously, offensively, it wasn't a lot to talk about. Big home run by Dom. We got to figure out a way how we're going to score a run after they put one up there against George. But I thought just George working through the 6th inning, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. He gets a punch out and eventually gets out of the inning right at the end of his game. Those are huge moments. Those are huge moments for young players. And George got the capability to do that. You just got to keep executing, and that's exactly what he did tonight. We had some chances late, some pressure. We just didn't get the ball in play, and JP came through for us. So, again, nice win, good series. All these games have been obviously very low scoring. Pitching is dominating it. You got to find a way to win. And we are doing that right now, and a credit to our guys for grinding through it.
Seattle was going for the series sweep earlier today with that game on Root Sports Northwest. We'll have the highlights tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Texas was able to keep pace with Seattle in the American League West with a 5-1 win over Arizona last night. Tampa Bay topped Oakland 4-3 to push the A's 8 games back of the Mariners. Yankees beat the Angels 2-1 to keep Los Angeles 9 games out of first place. 19 players were out practicing for the Apple Sox during Fan Fest last night at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Fans and host families were able to get to know some of the new faces that will don an Apple Sox uniform, at least for the first couple weeks. I had a chance to visit with Coach Mitch Darlington about the challenges of having the first game come so early on the calendar.
Anytime that we can get a two-way player, a guy that can get on the mound and close out a game for you or give you some innings, especially early on in June when, a lot of your full-time arms aren't in yet, that's just a huge bonus for us.
Early start, May 31st. I think first time since like the 3rd or 4th year of the team's existence. Getting an early start like this, is there a benefit to that?
I don't know if there's a benefit. I think this year in particular, we just emphasized really trying to bring in good 10-day contracts. In the past, it's usually 3 games, 4 games, and then your big guys arrive. And, this year, it could be up to 10 to 14 games that we're seeing some of these local guys playing. So I think we just kind of hammered in and really tried to dial in the recruiting process of our 10 days as opposed to kind of, laying back on it.
Wenatchee's coming off a 37-win season last summer and West Coast League playoff appearance. Darlington says the word is out to college players and coaches that this is a winning experience in the Apple capital.
I think the guys that you return are kind of your culture setters. Luckily, we've got quite a few returners coming back this summer, and they kind of set the tone on how we play and kind of the environment and competitiveness that we want to bring. And I think a lot of the guys will figure out pretty quick this isn't laid-back summer baseball where we just roll the balls out and play. They know. And honestly, the coaches that we're recruiting from and pulling from are starting to learn and know just, hey, we take it serious, we're here to win, and they send the right type of guys to us now.
Wenatchee opens the season Friday against Port Angeles. First pitch is set for 6:35. We'll have that live on the NCWLIFE channel with yours truly and Brandon Schmitten on the call. We'll start our pregame right after the news Friday at 6:30. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, it's play ball. You can watch it on TV, or better yet, you can come here to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Port Angeles kicks off the 2024 Apple Sox season.
Yeah, 24th season in franchise history. We've got big goals for this year. Came just short of really getting that run toward the West Coast League title game last year. Hoping to break through this season and bring a title to Wenatchee.
The bearded wonder himself, Storm Joel Norman, broadcasting voice of the Apple Sox, on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.